Thank you, sir. This next item is a directive to the federal government ordering the restoration of freedom of speech and preventing government censorship of free speech going forward.
Make America Smart Again. Did you know over 60% of Americans now think their freedom of speech is under threat? Just last month, a college student's viral post criticizing government policy was yanked offline for violating guidelines. If you think free speech is safe, I've got a beachfront condo in Nebraska to sell you.
And lastly, sir, before we go back to the Oval Office to sign a large number of other items, is a directive to the federal government ending the weaponization of government against the political adversaries of the previous administration, as we've seen.
Free speech is written right into the Constitution. But lately, it seems like those guarantees come with an asterisk. Today, we'll look at why the First Amendment matters and how it's being bent, broken, and ignored by the very people sworn to uphold it. Free speech is under fire from all sides. Social media is busy flagging posts, but the real plot twist? The government's now moonlighting as the speech police. In 2025, the Trump administration barred Associated Press journalists from the White House because they wouldn't call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. A federal judge called this a First Amendment violation. Apparently, if you flunk geography, you lose your press pass. Who knew?
Turn around.
Okay, let's not. Okay, he's not resisting. He's giving me his phone, okay? He's not, I understand, he's not resisting.
There's no need for this. Don't worry about it. You're going to have to come with us. Don't worry. I'm coming with you, no way.
No one's resisting, no one's getting worked up.
You guys really don't need to be doing all of that. Habibi, كيف بدي أتصل فيك؟
Let's turn up the heat. In March, immigration agents detained Mahmoud Khalil, a Columbia grad student, for peacefully protesting. His crime? Having opinions and not keeping them to himself. No charges, just a government-sponsored vacation in custody.
Between President Trump and his battle against some of America's top universities, announcing this evening more than $2.2 billion in federal funding has been frozen for multi-year grants and contracts at Harvard. That comes after Harvard said tonight that it was rejecting a list of demands from the administration on sweeping changes and would fight back against them. Those demands came from a federal task force that the administration says is combating anti-Semitism on college campuses following protests against the war in Gaza. But the list of demands included things like dismantling diversity initiatives, auditing academic and hiring practices, and also installing leaders who are committed, the White House said, to implementing the changes they want to see.
Meanwhile, Harvard got threatened with billions in funding cuts unless it rewrote its speech policies. Harvard sued, calling it illegal censorship. Turns out academic freedom is now a subscription service. Pay up or shut up.
Tonight, among America's top law firms, a deepening divide.
The future of the legal industry is at stake.
Major firms now facing a dilemma after President Trump revoked some of their lawyers' security clearances and threatened to cancel the government contracts of companies that work with them.
They behave very badly, very wrongly.
Some firms now taking the Trump administration to court. Others opting to cut a deal with the White House, agreeing to tens of millions of dollars of pro bono work in line with Trump priorities. The president targeting firms employing lawyers who previously investigated him.
And for the grand finale, the administration tried to punish law firms for representing clients it didn't like. A federal judge called it a shocking abuse of power and a direct hit to free speech. So, if you're a lawyer, better check if your client's on the government's naughty list. The First Amendment isn't just a suggestion, it's the law. Who knew the Constitution had fine print? So, the debate over free speech? Nowhere near over. The First Amendment is on the chopping block, and how we react will decide if it survives, or if it ends up as just another thoughts and prayers moment in history. Ever felt censored or silenced? Drop your story in the comments, unless you're worried about the geography police. And don't forget to check out my other videos for more deep dives into today's most pressing and occasionally ridiculous issues. Free speech isn't free, so let's talk about it while we still can.